Take a look at what he said.
I think it's important that all politicians be straight with Canadians in how they characterize their own actions and their own beliefs. I think we're going to have an election in the coming months. You can't be inventing things. You can't be lying to Canadians. And I think highlighting that there are consequences in short term and long term when politicians choose to twist the truth and distort reality for Canadians. It's not something we're going to.
Misinformation or disinformation. They define disinformation as the deliberate creation or sharing of false information to mislead people. Misinformation is the act of sharing information without realizing it's wrong. Whether it's a headline designed to sway opinions, make money, or it's simply just
cases today, just over twice as many as Sunday. Manitoba saw 7 new infections, less than half the day before. Quebec is down for the 3rd day in a row with 123. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland and Labrador all reported.
We have 47 cases and 8 deaths as of 5 this afternoon. It's a weekend. These numbers might be low. People are staying home for a couple of days, see if they get any better.
So at this point, I think we have to believe this is respiratory. Maybe fomites, too.
What's that, fomites?
It refers to transmission from surfaces. The average person touches their face 2,000 or 3,000 times a day.
2,000 or 3,000 times a day?
3 to 5 times every waking minute. In between, we're touching doorknobs, water fountains, elevator buttons, and each other. Those things become fomites.
Is this something we want to release to the press, respiratory and fomites?
And how's the public going to react to that?
It's hard to say. Plastic shark in a movie will keep people from getting in the ocean, but a warning on the side of a pack of cigarettes.
We're going to need to walk the governor through this before we start to freak everybody out. I mean, we can't even tell people right now what they should be afraid of. We tried that with swine flu, and all we did was get healthy people scared.
Help! Help! A 4-year-old boy has been found dead in bushland not far from the Brisbane River. The body of Thomas Murnane was discovered.
To tell the truth, it's Lies from Lotus Land, Saturday, 9 o'clock, CBC.
You want to know why the way I am?
You put another layer on it, just makes common sense.
CBC, color presentation.
Either double masking or doing a version.
A CBC presentation.
And you see your customer cry. And you see her children have no father because he couldn't take it anymore. And you want to know why I'm the way I am. Because this doesn't mean shit to me. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. This doesn't mean nothing to me. This business is just a materialistic thing that I can't take to heaven.
Thank you.
It's no secret.
Join us tonight for the 11 o'clock news.
Masks, no crowds, physical distance, personal hygiene, no doubt.
Stay tuned.
a 3rd lockdown sparked by Florida.
Ici Radio-Canada.
About conspiracy theories, well, that's their choice. I'm going to stay focused pandemic and making sure that the world we leave to our kids is even better than the world we inherited.
Building back better means getting support to the most vulnerable while maintaining our momentum on reaching the 2030 Agenda of Sustainable Development and the SDGs. Canada is here to listen and to help.
Where people are looking for reasons for things that are happening to them, that the difficult moments we're in, it's nice to be able to try and find someone to blame, something to point to, something to get mad at. I think we're seeing a lot of people fall prey to disinformation, and if Conservative MPs and others want to start talking about conspiracy theories, well, that's their choice. I'm going to stay focused on helping Canadians get through this, on learning lessons from this pandemic, and making sure that the world we leave to our kids is even better than the world we inherited from our parents.
And that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. Human beings are a disease, a cancer. cancer of this planet. You are.
And it wants everyone to avoid people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes or nose and cover your...
Me? We are going to be late for the climate strike. We are going to lie down in front of a police van.
Yeah, I thought I'd lie down on the sofa.
The only way to avoid future suffering is to suffer right now.
You got 19 dead, you got hundreds more infected, and it's spreading like a brush fire. You got to isolate the sick, and I mean really isolate them, Billy. We got to get everybody else back into their houses. We got to keep them there.
We're doing that, Sam.
No, we're not doing it because I just drove through 100 people. And if one of them has got it, then 10 of them have got it. And if one of them gets out of Cedar Creek, Billy, then we're in deep fucking shit. And we're already in deep fucking shit. And if you're gonna arrest me now.
All right, Sam, all right.
I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering.
Yeah,
People are dying.
You could stay and watch Hobbs and Shaw.
How dare you?
Okay.
You will?
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood.
Cars so fast, so thrilling.
In 10 years, only gives us a 50% chance of staying for more than 30 years. The science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough?
We are globally interconnected.
You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency.
And the Owens is
No matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that.
For example, we work sector by sector how to decarbonize.
Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. Of cutting our emissions.
It's no secret. Here at home,
It's a materialistic thing that I can't take to heaven. But what I can take is what I do right now for our children and our future. And that kid that has to grow up without their father because he lost his 2 businesses because of these shutdowns, and thinking that he had no future and he thought the best way out was to hang himself at his cottage. Those are the things we're not hearing on the news. Those are the things that we don't see on the news, right? Should be seen.
it's no secret. It's no secret.
There's no recommendation. However, there are many people who take the common sense approach. If you're talking about a physical barrier, and as the CDC recommends, you want at least 2 layers within the mask as a physical barrier, and you feel maybe more of
the beauty of double masking. Okay, this is a medical grade 3-ply mask. Experts say it really does work the best when it comes to keeping those particles in. Now, if you look at it, there's a big gap right here. That's really going to let some of those particles out. But if I add just a plain old cloth mask, this is one that my mom happened to sew.
And that every thought or notion or idea you'd have to go back and find and attribute to someone, I think is, quite frankly, ludicrous.
We all know that something's coming. And why I'm getting to that is we all know something's coming. We all know that the Great Reset's about to happen. We all know there's a whole new world order. Empires came and empires left. But you know what? The people always remain. And the people were able to adapt and change. All we're asking from our leaders is a simple thing. Be honest with us. You're in a tough position. Nobody is even going to question that. But when you are telling your people, like the king in the 12th century, you are the king of the 20th century. When you are telling your people to do something and you're not doing it, that's a bad example. As a parent, I would never do that to my children. Tell them one thing and I go off doing another thing. You see, in the world that we're in, everybody's got cameras. Everybody's got technology. We all have some sort of technology. Your sins will find you. Whether you're in Jamaica, whether you're down in the Caribbean, wherever you guys go, your sins will find you, and you will be held accountable when it comes to election year. I am so praying that we as a society hold you accountable for what you've done to us, for what you've done to our families and our businesses and our way of life. All we are asking is to be honest. Say, hey, Canadians, listen, this is what's happening on an international scale. This is what's coming. We as a country must bunker down. This is what we need to do. We need to protect ourselves. I would be the first one to say, oh my God, I will do whatever you say. I will never buck the system because it's in the better interest of everybody. But when you lie and the stats are proving that something's just not making sense, I'm by no means a scientist or doctor, but I'm flippin' intelligent. I ran 2 businesses. I'm not a stupid guy. When you look at the numbers, oh my God, what is going on? I'm gonna say this. Justin Trudeau, John Tory, Doug Ford, please take a step back. Please, for humanity and for our country and for our people, take a step back and be honest. Tell us what truly is going on. I cry because I love my country and I don't want to see it disappear. I don't want to see what my grandfather fought in World War II come apart. This country is beautiful. People respect the Canadians, but what you're doing to us is the most heartbreaking thing as a company and as a person that loves people to see. Please, for God's sakes, be honest with the people. Just tell us what's truly going on so we can all work together and we can come as a nation and as a people and work together. Don't try to cover up the mistakes of the past, because I'm sure, speaking on behalf of all of you, I can say this. Mistakes, we all make mistakes. We all do something wrong. But it takes a man to stand in front of a camera and to truly give his soul and say, I love you, I forgive you. Just please figure this shit out. Please, on behalf of all of us.
Freedom's door opened long ago. The cornerstones of this free society have already been set in place. Democracy, competition, opportunity, private investment, stewardship, and of course, leadership. And our challenge today is to take this democratic system.
Tell me sweet little lies. Oh no, you can't disguise.
CBC with 180 Gemini Award nominations.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
If we don't get together as a group and go, fuck this, fuck you, make me, no one else is going to. I consider that an honor and a privilege. That's the best fight there's ever going to be.
Things look good. Tastes good. Burger choice.
What if your favorite food was poisoned?
The virus attacks the brain.
The chilling British miniseries, Natural Lies. Friday at 8.